this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
And a good morning. It is a terrific Tuesday morning, and you know what? The sun is shining. It's going to be a gorgeous morning, and the clouds are great.
It feels great
and
outside.
I guess I'm doing all right.
Yeah, it feels great outside.
I'm
going to have to disagree with you on that one.
It's a beautiful morning, getting out of
It's
clouds.
a little chillier than I like, but that's okay. I have the windows down
Chill
here.
in the air. Chill in the air.
I do. Go look. They're still down.
Bold.
No.
Look at that.
No, I had the heat on.
You know what?
I'm like, woo!
I
Get a little
guess what I
refreshment
did?
this morning.
I definitely had the heat on.
I did too. I had the heat on. Yeah.
No.
We are just like, heating. Oh.
I mean, how long have you been doing this?
It's an amateur mistake.
No. Good morning. We're having a great day.
Oh, we are. I was just thinking, I'm all right. That's a beautiful morning.
It is going to be a beautiful day.
And I guess
It is. It is. It's going to be a great day.
Yeah,
it is. I just got home. Angel Purlee.
We're here.
Right here.
I mean,
it's always great when we're here.
The double A team over here.
Team.
I feel like we're like a base. We've seen so many baseball fields. I feel like I'm a baseball field.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm up to bat. And you two are in the outfield.
Because this is our home team right now.
I was telling Justin though, it has been nice. I don't feel like we've gone from winter to hell's front porch. Like I do feel like we've kind of had some nice, cool evenings. That like even the last couple of days it's been hot, but maybe not a lot of humidity. So it's been nice.
Yeah.
So the weather has been nice. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, me too.
Although it is supposed to rain tomorrow.
You know what?
I'm okay with the whatever you call it, the devil's front door step.
No.
I'm okay. I'm okay being on his porch for a little bit.
I am once we get past July 4th.
Yeah.
Once we get from July 4th, July, August, give me those hot sweltering days. But
yeah,
well, ease me in. I want to ease
Yeah.
this.
Ooh,
Massage me in.
I'm gonna hit me big time here.
Slowly change the water temperature. Do not do it all at once. Go boldly. Well, I do think though that the sun, and when you sit there in the sun for a long time, it's like, oh my gosh, you know.
Yeah, it's sweltering.
It is.
But you know what never makes me swelter?
I know.
Our coffee club sponsors: Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity to my left, Fox Purlee Wealth Management, Po' Boys Barbecue, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn.
Yay! Thank you to our
sponsors.
Great sponsors. Very proud of our sponsors, and I want to thank them. And today we are sponsored here, specifically coming in strong, Americans for Prosperity. Okay, want to go?
We are here.
We are here. We are here. The little Who's.
We are here. We couldn't decide whether we wanted big bread, water, or milk today. I don't know.
We're sweet all the way around.
Well, yeah, and then there's that.
I don't judge.
You can't go wrong with that. Okay, I need to get some announcements out there. Okay, coming up, this is the, what are we at? What day is today?
June 6th.
Yeah. and we're going to talk about that, what the dates are. But also on the 17th I'm working on the baby contest, the Washington County Fair baby contest.
Baby
And
contest.
I think
That's a big weekend.
Yeah, I think that Autumn has committed to helping me. I'm putting it out there.
Putting that out there on the air.
Autumn's got help. Yes, I think she maybe she was actually just making a gesture, but I thought it was a gesture of yes.
Let me look at my calendar right
anyway,
now.
that is going to be admission is $6, and the
that's
well, hang on, sorry, it is.
That's what I said. It's a big weekend.
Yeah. So anyway, so it is actually Father's Day weekend. So the Washington County Baby Contest, and then also we're doing this is going to be fun, a diaper derby. It's the slowest 2 minutes in sports.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes, absolutely.
Pause.
Yeah.
A diaper derby.
Yes.
What is this? Is this
This
cloth
is where
diapers with pins?
No.
Racing?
No, it's a diaper.
Please.
It's the diapers for who's in it.
Oh, so it's like a baby crawling contest.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoop, there it is.
Oh, there it is. She just broke it down.
Whoop, there it is.
Well, hey.
You just translated what I was saying. The diaper
I
derby.
really think having blindfolded dads try to pin a diaper on the baby would be so much more fun.
Oh my gosh, how horrible! I mean,
not real babies.
For the babies.
oh,
not
I was
real
going to
babies, like
say,
baby dolls.
you had me worried.
But
Autumn
like
got
the
home.
cloth diapers
But
with the
maybe we
pins?
don't know each other.
That would be so much fun. I cloth diapered.
I did too. I did it in the first.
Yeah, but they do the snaps now with the
Oh,
cloth
the cloth diapers right now are so. They have Velcro. They have hook and
They
loop.
didn't
They
have
have
that
snaps.
years ago.
I though.
Yeah, we did some snaps.
I will say though, they have snappies instead of the pins. Those were my favorite. Max was so tall and skinny. I had to do like the cloth.
Yeah. Well, what I did,
the actual pre-fold cloth diapers.
I tried the cloth. You know what I mean? Because I thought, okay, I'll do it. And I spent so much money on on laundry detergent. No, really. And just like, you know what I mean, right? And like changing them all the time. It was
we
just
had
like,
to do cloth for a brief period of time because Fletcher was allergic.
Yeah.
And we couldn't find a diaper he wasn't allergic to. And we did cloth. And
they become very addictive.
yeah, like $500
came
later,
in,
because I have 5 diapers. Like you buy, by the time you buy the cloth and then you buy the lining, because you buy you can buy an extra liner to go underneath.
Right, and it depends on how you do that. But if you have multiple kids, it does help. Yeah, that up front.
And then it was huge. Like it was just a big old thing.
Yeah.
Sitting right there, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm used to just like regular diapers, the whole cloth thing.
Yeah.
Just to
I
each
quickly
their own.
moved to disposable.
It was nice. I did enjoy it, but then it did become difficult. Like when you have other people watching your kids.
Yeah.
That whole thing of teaching
You have other
them
people watching
and,
your kids,
yeah.
and then to
On
me
the
it was
go.
also the laundry.
The
Like
go. The
okay, like I
laundry
really
is
want
what
to
I
wash
used to do.
this diaper. Like, do you just put in one cloth diaper and a liner in your washer? Like,
No, you have a bucket. You have you rinse them out. And this was great. This is really off topic, sorry. Justin actually hooked me up a sprayer to the toilet. So, like, I could spray them.
like a bidet.
Yes. But, like, I would rinse them out and then I'd have, like, a diaper pill. But because they were already, like, pre-rinsed, it didn't stink or anything.
I'm
so then
cracking
it was
up.
really great.
Go, Justin. You know,
I'm
everybody is
spoiled.
going to want Justin to make one of those for them. I never had that.
I don't know.
so-
I really after the whole cloth diaper experience, I was like, man, I really like these disposable.
Thank God you were born in this decade.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
'cause
just thinking
throw
we
it
had
away
Pampers.
and get it
I
out of
went
here,
straight-
man.
I
Get
went
that
right
get that
to
out of
Pampers.
here.
The Pampers helped me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we are on to the 6th day of June, June.
June.
Yeah.
It's hard to say
June.
June.
I feel like I have a cousin's birthday today or something.
Better.
I know a source that'll probably tell you.
This is D-Day.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
What is D-Day?
you know,
Like
like
Diaper Day?
Doomsday?
Oh, Doomsday?
yeah, the D-Day.
Doomsday.
Okay.
I feel rotten that I can't.
It's because we were talking about diapers.
I know.
Fallon's like, hey, listen.
Fallon's like, speaking of diapers.
Yeah, she's
Mom.
like, can I weigh in my 2 cents?
I'm gonna put. I've been working with her on her crown.
Well, listen,
That
she
loves
just
me.
she just now found out though that Fletcher had cloth diapers, so she's really offended by this.
I'm gonna wind her up and put her in that crown.
You don't need to wind
Yes,
her up.
D-Day.
She's already
Yes,
wound up.
exactly.
Yes,
She's always
it's the
ready.
Normandy Beach Day.
Yes, that's what I
Yes,
thought.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? Where it's like, I know that's what it is,
I
but
know,
then I'm not
I
sure, so I
know,
don't
I
want to
know.
be stupid on the air.
No.
Or in
no,
life in general,
no.
but it is.
No, I think we all get. I think everybody like days are just start running together.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it's just like, wow.
But that is,
100%.
yes.
The this is drive-in movie day.
Ooh.
Oh, I won't
What's
be
the last
participating.
drive-in movie you guys saw?
Jurassic Park, the last one, or the last Jurassic Park, but we really didn't see it because we talked.
Okay. Here's.
That you might want to clarify why you didn't say.
I said we talked.
She did say we
I
talked.
talked. No,
I didn't know you like.
Love language.
It is a drive-in theater.
Hang on here. You know, I don't remember.
Sandy, remember?
Okay, so my thing, I thought Sandy was behind me.
Sandy.
I'm
Or
at a
was
point
it?
where
Very
the
silent.
drive-in theater is really a whole, like, it's a whole commitment for me. And
You gotta pack everybody up.
you gotta pack everybody up, and I'm not a night owl, so it's really hard for me. And
I understand that.
yeah, so it's like, or we could just go to the movie theater at 6 o'clock. And yeah, or
Right,
noon.
yeah.
Yeah. How long it's been since
Yeah.
I've been in the drive-thru?
Never.
Or
Drive-through.
Never.
Drive-in. I went and watched Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
Oh my gosh, that's been forever.
How do you remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Because it's the only time I've ever been.
I know,
Oh,
but
wow,
you know what?
when did
I
that-
might be like only 2 or 3 times.
Here's my only thing is I don't like the mosquitoes. Somebody needs to debug. You know what I mean? Like you have to wear so much off. And then-
Off?
Off.
Get off of me. Get off of me right now.
I mean, it depends if you're
Off
in
the
your
rock,
vehicle.
Nigel. You want to?
Get
But
off.
then you
Oh.
gotta think, sitting there with the air conditioner on, that runs your gas out.
Oh,
So
I
all
know.
about, like,
I
let's-
make
I love the
kush
thought
kush.
of the truck bed with all the pillows. And
Well,
the
yeah.
Some people think put a mattress back
No,
there.
hang on. We did that. We put a mattress, in the back of the car.
But again, like, I mean, I would prefer to be
But you have all that
in a
bug spray on you, and then you come in like at this ridiculous 2 or 3 in the morning if you stay for both features, and then like the next day it's
See,
like,
that sounds terrible.
it's a
to me.
dream.
I'm sorry.
And then you're walking around and like of course you could because you don't shower because you just drop when you get home, and then your bug spray all over you.
Yeah, that sounds painful.
See what I'm
people love
saying?
it.
I guess what I'm saying.
Boy, give me more of that.
We need the hack. There's got to be a hack because like people love doing it, right?
Yeah, they do.
No,
I
I
think you're right. I think the key is the night owls love to do this. The
Yeah.
people that love to stay up. I'm in bed between 9 and 9:30. Don't be calling me after 9 p.m.
Same.
You're on. My phone literally goes on do not disturb from 9 to 6:45.
Yeah. Silent mode.
Yeah, and unless you're
No
in my-
emergencies in the middle of the night. Products
Well,
got
I
off.
was getting
I
ready
know.
to say, unless
I'm not
you're
gonna
in
call
my
you.
group of people, like, because you can tag.
Okay,
So,
am
like,
I
if
in
my
your group?
Yeah.
Am I in your group? I want to be
I
added
don't
to your
even
group.
have your phone number. I don't.
But
like,
I am. I'm in your
Yeah.
group. Like I would be one you.
Sure.
I'm a solid. Am I a
Absolutely.
solid? Like you
Yes.
can call, right?
Yeah, and any of my kids, my mom, my grandparents, yeah, they're in there. So if they call me, it overrides
Okay.
for emergencies.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
All right,
who
so-
knew you could do that little
Yeah.
I don't know
feature?
if you can do it on your phone, but I can do it on
I do want to say though.
Oh,
Okay, like
2 different. You're
I'm-
a green.
okay,
You're a
I'll go a-
green message. I
I'll
forgot
go a little
about
bit
that.
further than you two because I do like to go.
Oh no, this chick leaves her phone on though, all on high all night long.
Well, I think she's
I
talking about
do.
drive-in.
I know, but just
We
a
were in
little,
Florida, and she's like,
just a little.
"Shut that phone
I was
off."
like, if you don't turn that off, oh my gosh, emails, everything coming
Yeah.
through just at 2, 3 o'clock. I'm like, turn your phone on silent.
Everybody like waits till 3 or 4 in the morning and then shoots emails out. I don't know why. I
Ugh.
don't know why.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
It
Listen,
happens.
I
I
get
don't know.
very angry. Like,
Well, Angel does too.
I get angry. Do not
Angel
wake
gets angry
me
too.
up.
Oh yeah, well I mean, because once you're out, like it's hard to get out sometimes because you got 3 kids. I mean,
Well,
when you're out, don't wake me up.
That is.
Okay, well, it's all right.
I mean, she
Okay.
had 6.
It's all right.
Had.
She still has 6. You guys are all still alive.
Well, we're not
and
sleeping
breathing.
with her every night. She's-
Oh, you know you come over. Come on.
I do not come over and
come
sleep
on.
with you. Never.
Come on.
No, I
Okay,
do
this
not.
is also National Applesauce Cake Day. I would love applesauce
I
cake.
do.
They
What?
make like
You've never had
Yeah.
applesauce cake? Okay. a
No, you
funny
should make me
story.
one.
Here's the funny story. You remember I don't like cake, but so I will
do.
say this. This is awful. I used to think applesauce cake was a poor cake, and here's why.
a poor cake.
Yeah, poor cake. Like you're poor, you can't afford it, so you have because
Oh.
kids think funny things.
Right, right.
So when I was younger, and I mean we were not rich by any means, so
Sure.
but I remember I went over to somebody's house and they were talking. They were so excited. They made this cake from scratch flour. You know, like the scratch cake, and like they had just talked about how, hey, we're short on income. Like, I'm really stretching my pennies, but they were so excited they made this cake from scratch. So in my mind, and it was a delicious cake, like it was an applesauce cake, but in my mind it was like, oh, you can't afford real cake, so you gotta make it from scratch. So this is a poor person's cake, and it's good. Like,
yeah,
it was just,
Oh my god.
like, you know how your mind
yeah,
works when you're
I
a
get-
kid?
oh.
But what does an applesauce cake include?
It's apple. You use the applesauce instead of like oil and
Yeah,
eggs
no, it's
or
healthier.
whatever.
It's like supposed to be healthier.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be like a little bit like.
But
less-
and it has like cinnamon, so it's like an apple cinnamon cake. It's really good.
it is good. Yeah.
But I guess that apple makes it where you don't have to use maybe like some of the more expensive oil, eggs, whatever.
Well, it's supposed to be like
Interesting.
healthier too.
It is
That's the
healthier.
way I would think of it, as healthier.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
is, but it's delicious.
Yeah,
It's like an
definitely.
apple cinnamon cake. Maybe
Ooh, this
you
one-
could even do like some caramel drizzle.
Oh,
I tell
I'm
you
with
what,
on that.
I've never heard of
Okay,
it.
here we go. National Churro Day. Churros.
Do you love
Churros.
Churros.
Get you one of those big old ones while you're shopping around at Sam's. Try to get the churro and start walking.
There you go.
Yeah.
National Eyewear Day.
Like glasses, sunglasses.
Glasses,
I'm never
sunglasses.
without sunglasses.
I don't want to go. I don't want a life without a mind.
Somebody one day told me, because you know I have these nice little tan lines for my sunglasses. They said you need to have smaller sunglasses so you don't have such bad raccoon eyes. And I said, listen, when I'm 70, my eyes are going to look hopping.
There you go. That's exactly right.
No
Oh,
wrinkles for me.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, I have them now, but not from sun damage.
I like big sunglasses.
I love me some big
I
sunglasses.
love sunglasses and flip flops. I'm there.
I'm there too.
Although you got caught up on 4K in your little tennis shoes last
I was in
night.
tennis shoes. We played parents versus kids, and we kicked their butts. Just saying.
I love
I'm
that.
off the floor with them. 10 to 3.
Autumn
You
Scott
need to show
Hall
any
was
mercy,
in
look at
tennis
that.
shoes, everybody.
I was in tennis shoes. Write it down. Write it down.
All right,
Board it.
National Gardening Exercise Day. I remember we used to have a gardening show, and that's the first thing her first show was, it was from the extension, and she said to like do a workout, like do stretches and stuff
Okay,
before you
wait.
go out and garden. No,
Pause.
Would you love to see your neighbor out there stretching
So
and
you
doing yoga?
stretch before you garden.
Yes, because you're gonna be reaching and bending and what do you call
Bend
it?
and snap.
Bend and snap.
Works every time.
Every time.
Listen,
Yeah.
I do remember when I was younger, my dad, we grew up on a farm, and he was like, this is one of the best exercises you will ever do.
Oh yeah.
And that stuck with me
Absolutely.
as a child. So
That's
I
your
thought,
gardening
if you're not
exercise.
gardening, if you're not farming, you're not really healthy.
There you-
I am not healthy.
Well, if you start doing your exercises, yeah, gardening exercises.
I mean, go have a garden. Nick
did-
has a little farm.
Listen, I feel as if loading 3 kids in our vehicle is a lot of exercise.
It might be. It might be. You'll miss it one day.
National Higher Education Day. No, you won't. No, I was going
That's
to
a
say,
lie.
Autumn, that's a
That's a lie.
National Higher Education Day,
Okay.
a National Hunger Awareness Day.
Well, listen, in the summer, my kids are aware of the fact they are hungry every 10 minutes.
Oh, that's all they do.
They
all
sleep and
kids.
eat. That's it.
That's all kids. That's their
snacks,
summer.
snacks.
National Yo-Yo Day. I just got a yo-yo the other day, and I was so excited, and I went to do it, and all of a sudden it fell apart. And it was brand new.
I don't know how to yo-yo. I'm
I
ready.
I
walk
used to
the
be
dog and-
obsessed with those automatic yo-yos.
I've never been able to yo-yo.
Even they have light, the ones that light up,
do
in
have
the
the light
dark.
ones.
And you
Yeah.
People that can walk the dog
walk
with
the
it.
dog, and
I can, what's that called? I can sparkle it around and hit people in the head.
you're using it like,
Like a lasso.
like I was gonna say, David and Goliath. What's the
Yeah, a
the
sling.
Sling, yeah, slingshot. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, Russian Language Day. Do not know any Russian.
I do not know.
I know
any
Russian dressing. Oh,
I don't know any
I don't
Russian
know any
either.
Russian either. Yeah. So, all right, get out and enjoy. This is Adopt a Cat Month. I
Sissy
know,
baby.
I know, Sissy baby.
We have some cats if you need to adopt them.
Children's Awareness
I
Day.
don't.
Ooh, Country Cooking Month. Ooh, if you were gonna cook me a
Whoa.
country meal, Autumn, what would you be cooking?
Listen, you have two options.
Ooh.
If I'm doing a country meal, it's either going to be fried chicken,
Hmm.
collard greens, and then some kind of potato or macaroni and cheese
Yum.
with the roll. No, that's a lie. With a biscuit, you'd have to have a
Yeah,
biscuit.
a biscuit.
biscuit.
Yeah. Ooh, are you gonna have
Or-
apple butter?
Yes.
Ooh.
Or it's going to be meatloaf, green beans, and mashed potatoes.
Can I choose both of those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Because I'm totally
Or
here for about
I don't eat fish, but fried catfish is very Southern too.
Yeah.
So I
Angel,
just
what are
had
you
it the
gonna
other
cook? Yeah,
night.
no, what are you gonna? Angel, you're gonna cook, and what are you gonna fix for a? Southern
I don't know. If I was cooking, if I could cook, I don't know. She kind of did like the chicken, the fried chicken with like gravy on top of it. Yeah, I could do some of that with mashed potatoes, green beans, macaroni and cheese. Yeah, no,
Sounds like bring it to me.
or that
Please.
fried okra.
I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah. What about like
you ever fried okra?
good old meatloaf? You can't beat a good
You
meatloaf.
can't beat meatloaf.
Meatloaf, mashed potatoes.
I mean,
I'm
we've
sorry,
said it on the
green
air
beans.
multiple times, but I stand behind it. You
Bring
can't
back the
beat it.
meatloaf. It comes in strong. I mean, it like
I mean-
the MVP of the household. I mean, you can lay other stuff. But
Do you have a good recipe? You're gonna have to send me a good old meatloaf.
I'll
recipe.
tell
I
you
have a
what.
good recipe for meatloaf.
You wouldn't know my meatloaf secret. I use pork rinds.
Pork
Wait,
rinds? Never heard of that.
Yeah, you
It's
ground
no,
them.
no longer a secret.
Well, now everyone. I always hated when you'd ask for recipes and people would leave off an ingredient so you can't duplicate.
Yeah.
It's like cooking is a love. Stop it. Like,
That's right.
share your recipes.
Share your love. Share your love.
I use.
What is the okay? So hang on. What kind of tool would you be using to grind up a pork rind?
food processor, Becky? Now for you.
A
You
hammer?
can
I could
get a hammer and put those pork rinds in a plastic bag. And
That's
just,
what Becky wants.
I use a food processor because I like gadgets.
What would one be using? What kind of
Yes.
gadget would one be
Yeah, I
using?
use pork rind, and that keeps it in that keto thing.
Yeah.
But if I'm not doing that, then I use stuffing mix.
Oh.
Yeah, it's already seasoned. Mash that up
That's
like
a good
that.
idea. I never.
What's that called? What's the stuffing? What's the stuffing mix?
Oh, I know what you're
I know what
talking
you're talking about.
about. Stove for stuffing.
Stovetop.
Stovetop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that. It's already seasoned. Sometimes I do a salsa one. You can do
Yeah,
like
I
your
do
salsa
salsa,
with
yeah.
like a Mexican flavor. We don't have the same meatloaf every time.
No, I don't either. My
I know.
meatloaf's always
It
different.
depends what I want.
Yeah.
Sometimes I stuff some cheese
Yeah.
in
You
there.
said I have a really good one.
But I mean, I had the ingredients.
I just so I've wanted to make a really good meatloaf, and every time I get told, oh, you can just throw whatever you want in there.
You can absolutely.
It's gonna
I
come
know.
together.
I don't know what to throw in
I'll
there.
send you some.
Well, no, I did
After you get my phone number.
Yeah, after I get your phone number.
I
Sometimes I do brown sugar.
I did pork and
I do that now. I do that with barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken
Yeah.
in the crock pot.
Yeah.
Let that chicken just marinate all
I
day.
did the pork. I did pork half pork, half hamburger meatloaf, and I tell you, everybody it was a game
Did you
changer.
actually like mix them, or did you have like this half is pork?
No,
and
I mixed them. I brought the north and the
yeah,
south
if you
together.
did like an Italian
Yeah.
with like that pork sausage, you
Yeah.
do like that Italian
Mm.
flair. Put some marinara on top of that bad boy.
marinara.
You can
Oh.
do whatever you want. with
Marinara.
meatloaf.
Wait, you do
Marinara
marinara
sauce.
instead of ketchup?
If you're gonna do an Italian meatloaf,
Oh.
Get crazy.
I mean, if you're gonna do
Think
like
about your
Italian
mashed potatoes with that.
sausage,
Think of like how like you take a bite of
You mix it. You take
little
it.
bit
Get your
bite,
fork
yeah.
and
Oh.
that, and then and then after you stir it up a little, put in that green bean,
and then if you have a biscuit,
and then some good old sweet tea.
sometimes
apple butter.
I told you guys, sometimes I do those Sister Schubert rolls, and I do my brownie pan, and I make mini meatloafs, and then I tell my kids that they are burgers.
You guys, I think I'm gonna have to go get Cracker Barrel.
Brad was talking, and he made that monkey bread, and he took like cinnamon rolls and.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, he was telling about that. He showed it. I mean, it looked like Betty Crocker. I mean, it looked like
Yeah,
something.
if you put that in a butt pan, and
Yeah,
then it's,
that's
like,
exactly
cold,
what he did, yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He said they didn't at first know how to eat it, and I was like,
you just
amateurs.
pull it and you lick your hands
That's
after you're done.
Yeah.
Monkey
Yeah.
bread. It's been a hot
Southern
minute.
cookie
monkey
day.
bread is so good.
Been
Yeah.
a-
I love Southern cooking.
I like
Me
all
too.
of that. Yeah.
But you guys are all forgetting the main part, and it's that good old Southern sweet tea. Let me tell you.
Mm.
I love my tea. I can't complain.
Okay.
I can't even argue with
I ain't
that.
even mad. Yeah. All right. Top 10 things people think they're good at, but they're not.
Singing,
That's
singing,
the last
singing,
thing I was gonna say.
singing.
Sing that song. Don't worry that it's not good enough. No.
Yeah, this is a great.
Okay. For anyone else.
See, I was gonna say singing.
Okay,
Yeah.
no. Okay, number 1.
Cooking.
Being a good listener.
Oh,
Look at his eyes. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh.
gonna. No, here's the thing. I hear you. Whether I'm listening, that's a whole other story.
I think it's hard. Yeah. Because you multitask as a parent too.
Yeah, mean,
I'm listening.
Yeah.
But isn't it funny how we hear things that like they didn't know we heard? You know, it's like I heard that. It's like, what?
Yeah. That's my big one right now. I'm always, huh? And he's got to repeat himself. It's like, what?
Now,
What
I
is
used
wrong with you? And
I-
I'm like, here's my thing. It's not that I don't listen. It's that I hear it, but it takes my brain time to process.
yeah.
Yeah.
And is a natural response.
It's like, and then when you repeat it, you're like, you did hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he gets mad that I said, huh.
Yeah.
Like, why did you say, huh, if you heard me? Well, because I didn't process it.
Well, she's
Yeah.
like a Miss America
I concur.
contest. She needs a few seconds to get her answer together.
Yes.
You know, huh?
Yeah.
And
need
then
to
repeat
just
the
quit
question.
saying, huh. I need to just be like,
Huh?
Maybe you mean honey. Honey.
yeah,
I don't
listen.
know. Okay, so listening. Number 2, and I don't mean to be, I think I am really good at driving.
Oh.
I got that one.
I'm a very aggressive driver.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree with yours.
True.
I'm not going to say good driver, but I am an aggressive driver. I do drive.
I would argue that I am as well. Like for some reason, I have to get somewhere like it doesn't matter. Like I have to get there now.
Yeah.
Like
I have a funny story on English, but I'm not going to tell it because I'm going to be nice. But
What?
Driving. No.
What?
Ask if you don't want to know.
No. Okay.
well, I'm just trying to figure out what she's referring
Well, we'll
to.
talk about that
Because
afterwards.
I tell you right now, that could go 2 ways. That's the reason why she's not going to say anything.
Okay, number 3. Staying out of drama. Things that we aren't good at, or things that we think we're good at, but we aren't. Staying out of drama.
I'm very good at staying out
I
of drama.
hate drama. I can't stand
Because here's what I say,
no
not
drama.
my problem, and I don't care.
Not my
Well,
circus, not my monkey.
I would argue. Okay, let's be totally transparent here. 6 girls, 5 sisters. Let's be real
Drama.
here.
Yeah, you
Always-
probably lived in drama.
The sky was always falling. There was
I
always a
mean,
crisis.
let's
There was
let's
always
be
something.
total transparent here.
But I don't have to. I mean, I'm not. But I do try to stay out of it. But I got pulled.
Oh
in.
yeah, she tries so hard on him to
I'm
stay out of
trying
it.
so hard to stay
Okay,
out.
where's the
I
sister
do.
chat? Come on, everybody, let's go.
I've tried so
Blow
hard
it
to stay
up.
out of this.
The
Let me
sister
stay
chat's
out of
gotta
it.
be blowing up here. Mom's telling tales on the radio.
Lightning's gonna strike over here.
I try so hard to stay
My
out
whole
of it.
life is drama, and I'm surrounded.
It's
I don't like the drama, but the drama likes me.
It just follows me.
Here's my thing. Here's what I've always said. And my daughter, I have heard her get in the middle of drama with her little friends, and I'm like, listen, I'm very dramatic. Like, I'm a very dramatic person. I'm high energy, high,
Oh, we didn't.
like high
Extra, yes,
I am.
surprise.
I'm very extra.
That's right.
But when it comes to like petty drama, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm trying even now to teach my daughter, because I've heard her like trying to solve problems for people, and I love that. Like, I love that you're a problem solver. I love that you're trying to help counsel these people through this, but it's not your problem.
Yeah.
And when you're coming to me all upset because you're so empathetic, like, no, you stay out of it. You may say, hey, I hate that you're going through that, but this is not my problem, so you guys need to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
I would argue at Kinley's age, like, I think that we're all, like, as a female, like, we're all probably guilty of, like, trying, but as adults,
Yeah.
like, we see, like, oh, wow, like, that's really
yeah,
not a
but
big
if
deal.
we don't point that out to them,
Right.
like, hey, you've got to remember, this is not
Yeah.
your issue.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We've got to learn and teach them even now, this is not my issue. This is not my problem.
Yeah.
I don't need to lose my
Right.
peace over you guys nitpicking.
Right.
Right.
Well,
And that's
yeah,
hard.
Yeah. I said I'm the. I've got a circus and I'm the ringleader.
the
Little army,
ringleader.
or I'm the.
Just call me, what is it?
angel of the morning.
No, what's
No.
Just call me angel.
No, that's not where she's
just
going.
call me
Just touch
Barnum and
my-
Bailey.
Wait, just
There you
touch
go.
my cheek before you.
Because they
Yeah.
come and sleep with you still.
You're right, yeah. But she's
Yeah.
not dramatic. No drama
No,
in her world.
no drama.
No.
Yes, it is true. I am. Yeah, that
I'm
is
very
Barnum
dramatic.
and Bailey right here. Yeah, that's right.
That's funny.
The greatest show. The greatest.
The greatest
Okay.
showman.
That's exactly. Okay, let's see here. Oh, being humble. I think we're all pretty humble, don't you think?
No, it's hard to be humble when you're
Perfect in every way.
Well, I try. I mean, sometimes I really like kind of have to like read like
Oh,
like slap
We
myself
try,
over.
doesn't mean we're good at it.
Right.
Okay, number 5, singing. We thought that'd be number
Ah.
I thought that'd be higher.
one. I thought so too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm an excellent singer.
Yeah.
I mean, in my mind.
In
So.
our head, in our mind.
I don't know why, like, I'm not getting calls already.
I do hate when the radio messes up, though.
I know, yeah, I hate that when they're...
When the radio, what is it? I hate it whenever the songwriter changes the lyrics.
Yeah, I hate when I'm singing and the radio messes up the song.
Number 6, parenting. These are top 10 things that I think we're good at. And
yeah, for real.
No, fake news. Here's how I feel about this. We are all on a journey. No one parents the same way.
Exactly.
You can't parent, you can't do what other people do all the time.
Right.
So I feel like if you are out there at least trying, then you're a darn good parent. And if anybody tells you otherwise, you punch them in the face.
Well, I think...
Not good parenting. Don't let your kids be around to see you do that, but you punch them in the face.
Punch them in the face.
I cannot believe that's on there.
Well, I think, this is what I always heard, okay, because, this was from a pediatrician because, my mom had already passed, so I didn't have her when I had my babies. But when I had the first baby, when you don't have the mom to talk to, the pediatrician was fantastic. And she said, you're a good parent, or a good mom, she used mom. You're a good mom when you're analyzing and thinking and trying your best to do the best. You know what I mean? Like you don't do anything that you're not 100% trying, thinking about.
Right,
you know what I mean?
And you're going to make mistakes as a parent because you've never done this before.
Yeah.
And even if you have done this before with one kid, no kid is the same. So what works with one doesn't work with the other.
Absolutely.
And so it doesn't mean you're a bad parent. It means you're still learning.
Yeah.
Unless we're just overthinking it, and there's really are bad parents that think they're good parents. And so, because that's what they're saying. Like, a lot of people think, or some people think that they are, but they're really not.
I think they are doing the best that they know how.
I think so too. Yeah, I agree.
And I will die on that hill. I will. That is one thing for me that it's like, yes, there are some parents who just don't give a darn.
Right.
But they don't think they're good parents. They just don't care.
Yeah, they just don't.
And they aren't good parents.
And they know that.
But there are parents, if you as a parent are out there and you are doing your best and you are trying, you're a good parent.
Yeah.
I may not agree with the way that you parent. I may not do it that way. But if you're out there loving your kids and doing your best, you're a good parent.
Yeah.
Now, if you're out there, I'm the best parent in the world, and you've not talked to your kid in 10 years, yeah, you're a crappy parent. Like, maybe you fall in that category.
Well, I think too that when everybody parents different.
Yes.
And I think that if you when you see a parent doing something different, I always try to analyze, are they doing it right and I'm doing it wrong? You know what I mean? Like, I always try to learn from each other. And I think you can learn so much from each parent.
You can learn from each parent, but I think that right there is the key. In parenting, I don't know that there's any right and wrong, good or bad.
Right.
Is it beneficial or is it not?
Yeah.
Should I have done that differently or should I have not?
Well, and just like you said, each child is an individual. Each child is different because some are more sensitive, some are more stern. I mean, every person is different.
Yeah. And there are some hard no's. Like, I'm sorry, if I see you smack your kid across the face hard, I'm going to wonder what that kid did to deserve that, or if you're just crazy.
We're going to punch them, Autumn Scott Hall.
No, just the ones who, an adult, not a child. I would never punch a child.
Okay.
I mean,
you're
unless
punch
they're
the
tickling
adult.
me.
Okay, I was worried over here.
I mean, if they're tickling me, they know. My kids know.
I was trying to see if I'm in arm
me,
reach over here on anything I
game
might
over.
say.
Yeah. I'm not responsible for what happens when you tickle me. Like, that is, if you get punched, that's your own problem. Sorry.
You're telling me.
I think I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
The tickle?
Oh yeah, don't tickle me. Oh no.
You're gonna punch?
I'm gonna come flail and I'm gonna do something.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you maybe wet. I won't punch you.
But
you might walk out.
This is how, somebody had said this to me, and actually I had somebody say this to me the other day. If your kids act okay with other people, I always kind of feel like you can gauge your kids and your parenting based on how they act with other people. So, if they're kind and polite and, they listen well with other people, then I feel like that's a good way of saying, okay, yeah, I'm doing what I need to do. Because they're not like that with me.
100%.
But, I even had a teacher who was like, oh, is so-and-so your kid? They're so polite. I've never had them in class, but they're so polite. They're always so kind. I see them helping other people. And I thought, well, good. That I'd beat them if not. But, so it's like, okay, maybe I'm doing something right because this is how... they act in public.
Right.
With me, not so much. but they know how far they
I think
can.
That's my
normal,
kids as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
her kids are saying they're really good.
At preschool, that's what, like, I'm always like, be good. And they're like, oh, he's always good.
Yes.
Like, he's good.
So,
and I'm like,
I think
what are you doing to him that he's being so good for
I
you?
think that is the thing of they do know how to act. We are putting that in them. You can't, and that's something I always say. I have good kids. I think you speak things over your kids. You speak it into existence. I have good kids.
Yeah.
They just don't always do good things all the time.
Right.
It doesn't change who they are.
True. I think there's a lot of good kids, and I think that's something that a lot of times, like, you'll hear something negative, but there's a lot of good positives, out
So
there.
I'm staying on my hill. If you are doing your best, you're a good parent.
Okay.
That's my hill. I'll die on it.
Number 7. Okay, being honest.
It was a white lie.
I
don't know.
Yeah,
Define.
Okay, funny story. I'm an exaggerator. Like, I know
Oh,
that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. Brand new information. So, like, I have had to, in the last 5 to 10 years, I have caught myself and I'm like, I'm lying. That's a lie. Like, like.
Yeah, I know. Call yourself out.
I'm not even being honest.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It sounds good. Okay. Being honest. Okay. Number 8, giving good advice. So this is what we're talking about. Top 10 things that people think they're good at, but they aren't. Giving good advice.
Listen.
That's one of those things that's hard because you think you're giving good advice, but is the advice
Again,
the best suited for that person?
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's situation is different.
Correct.
Yeah.
You never know what somebody's facing. I mean, like, you never know how somebody feel. I mean, like, there's just so much that goes into that.
Yeah.
So, like, here, you want to die on this hill? There's good intentions when giving advice, but it doesn't mean that it's the best advice.
Right. Paying your bills is always good advice.
That I would argue is a pretty
and doing
good.
your homework and staying up on your own personal, being responsible.
Yeah.
I thought literally doing your homework, but literally doing your homework is a good advice too. With the exception of Autumn is not going to die on that hill.
I'm sorry, I hate homework. My kids are in school 8 hours a day. Do not send them home with homework, and stop sending home family projects. I graduated school. I don't need family projects.
That's great.
No, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
You have my kids for 8 hours. Now, if my kids are messing around, goofing off, and didn't get their work done, fine. Send it home. That's their responsibility. But stop sending my kids home homework. We've got a life. You get them for 8 hours. I'm not doing 3 hours homework. I won't do it.
Look at that.
I have literally sent letters to school that says, like, one teacher used to always send homework home on Wednesday nights, and I'm like, we don't do homework on Wednesday nights. We go to, we go to church on Wednesday nights. We have family time on Wednesday nights. We don't do homework, so this will always not be done. You can either extend it or you can just stop sending it home. I'm not doing it.
She said her piece.
I hate that. I'm sorry. I hate
And what
homework.
was the response on that?
Yes,
They told me they could turn it in on Friday from a Thursday night.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's fine. I still hate it, but whatever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a lot. I will give them that. It wasn't a lot, but no, I hate homework.
Yeah.
I hate it.
All right.
I've said that. I've said that for years. I mean, but I mean, I don't know if it'll ever die out.
Studies have shown homework is not beneficial.
Tell it to the college professors too.
College is a little different.
I mean, like
you're only in class for like 2 hours a week. I get that, but I'm sorry. When my kid's in school 8 hours a day, stop sending home homework. I'm not doing it. Like no. That's why I gave once you hit middle school and you got that study hall, I think everybody should have a study hall. Do it.
They used to.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do. I thought they used to.
Okay, number 9, looking cool. These are things that you think you're good at, but you really aren't.
I quit trying to look cool 25 years ago.
Cool.
Just comes naturally over here. Speaking of humble.
Okay, number 10, communicating.
No, people are terrible at communicating. I mean, like, literally, I will be standing in a store and there will be somebody that, like, needs to get by, and sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna move until you use your words. Like, you need around me, and that's fine. I'll be more than happy to move, but don't sit there and, like, mean mug me the whole time.
I'm like, oh, am I in your way? And I make them answer. Oh, am I in your way?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're fine. Okay, then I'll just stay here a little bit longer.
I mean, it's just like you're standing there and you're getting upset. Just use your words and I'll move. I have no problem moving. but don't be so hateful. Like, sometimes it takes me a minute to get out of the way, right? Because I've got this whole load that I'm bringing in with me. Yeah,
right.
you know, and so like I'll have to have the kids move, and then I have to move the car. You know, it's a whole thing. But like, if they're just gonna stand there, like I can see them. I mean, there's times where yes, finally I'll just move. They don't say anything, but like I'm also like, hey, like you could say, excuse me, or hey, may I get through
I'm
here?
I'm passing around. I'm gonna scoot around you.
Right, yeah, I'll say that, like, oh, excuse me, or, you know, or something, but it's just like, use your words. Use your words.
Use your words.
But, okay, I'm going to say this, though. Again, I'm going to back up. Sometimes they don't know how because they've never been taught that. They've never, think of a toddler who whines and cries and throws a fit because they don't know how to use their words.
I know. Yeah,
we don't teach them.
I know. That's true.
We as adults fail at communicating sometimes. I mean,
I was definitely talking about adults when I said that.
No, I know, but I'm saying like.
Okay, I'm not talking about some little kid.
Yeah,
staring
you're
at
right.
me.
You're right. You're right. I give you that. But you know, like as adults, even that's a prime example. We don't know how to communicate. Even something as simple as, "Hey, you're in my way." Sometimes I go down the aisle saying, "Move." Get out of the way!
If you would have let that rip, I think I would have
Move!
been okay with that. I know. I thought, you know what? I almost was just ready to let it go. You had that going. That was, yeah, I would absolutely.
Yeah, I do that to my kids all the time. They love it.
Oh, I love it too.
They're like, Mom, stop that.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I do a little dance.
if only they knew though. Like they don't. Like you gotta appreciate that.
Oh, do you ever?
Absolutely. No, I make it my mission to embarrass my kids. I tell them, having an outgoing, weird mother builds character. No one will ever embarrass you if you've lived your whole life with your mom doing that.
There you go. Okay, so here are a few that didn't make the top 10, but telling jokes.
Telling jokes.
I'm not good at telling jokes, nor do I pretend to be.
Flirting.
No, also bad.
Lying.
Wait, I thought lying was already on there.
No, being honest.
Being honest.
So you're bad at being honest, and you're bad at lying both. So
give up. You're done.
Okay. These are things that they were on the top 25, but didn't make the top 10. Sex, cooking, and their job. I know. Sorry. Just finishing that. I did all
three. You're just like.
Sorry, real quick.
I did say cooking. By the way.
You did say cooking.
I did say cooking.
I'm excellent at my job.
I love my job.
I love my job.
I love my job.
I do.
Love the pay.
You
I
know,
love it more and more each day.
Texas Roadhouse has that I heart my job shirt.
Yeah.
I need that.
Okay, real quick. What's your favorite road snack? Road trip snack?
I don't like eating my vehicle.
Any of them?
No.
Coffee. The mom man? Like the
I mean, I always have coffee. I don't like eating in my vehicle. No, actually, I do despise my children eating in the van. Yeah, I do.
What are you doing road trips?
We let them, and I just cringe the whole way through. Yeah.
What? You do what? You don't give your kids snacks?
No.
Becky's not listening.
I'm sorry.
No, I know. Speaking of listening, I know, right?
And I thought it was a
okay. Imagine how that.
I am so sorry. What did you say?
I said I cringe. I let them eat.
Okay.
If we're on the road, I just
but you're
cringe.
cringing.
Like right now, there's sand all in my van because I haven't got to clean it out yet.
Oh,
it just,
sand.
Ooh. I hate sand in the van.
Sand in the van.
That's the reason that I don't like going to the beach unless I'm staying on the beach, so it's not in my vehicle.
Well, number 1 is chips. Number 2, chocolate. Number 3, cookies. And then number 4, nuts or seeds. Number 5, candy. And the last one, fruit and granola bars. Coming in last.
Yeah, I'm probably a fruit and granola bar person.
Really? No, not me.
Well, actually,
I'm probably more of that chips thing.
Yeah.
That's probably more me. What about a big old soft drink? Big old fountain.
Yeah. I have my coffee.
You can't go with
I do
40
my coffee or water.
Yeah. I'm a big old. Get me one of those fountain drinks, man.
Sometimes on our way back, I did stop and I was really excited because the gas station had like the on the fountain drinks, it had like the vanilla, cherry, and lime flavors.
Oh, yeah.
And I really was like, you know what? I don't love soda. I'm not a soda drinker by nature very often, but I'm like, a vanilla Dr. Pepper sounds really good.
Because you
the vanilla was out.
So but you Dr. Pepper though?
Yeah, and it wasn't even good Dr. Pepper.
But you worked at the bowling lane, so you know.
Yes.
You know
I'm
that.
like, I want some of this vanilla. And I did not know that Country Cookie has vanilla and cherry syrup.
Yeah. Did not know that.
You didn't know that?
I did not.
Yeah, I've known that for years, woman.
I didn't know that.
Did not know.
Now I do.
I did. I
Game
do that.
changer.
News to
You just gotta tell them not to get a little too excited with the flavoring.
All right, can't go wrong.
But we do that. No, we do that. That's what I get. Sometimes I get both.
Yeah.
I get the cherry vanilla. Yeah.
Well, that was always torn between two lovers. Do you get the cherry and Coke, or do you get?
I know you never know which one.
You just switch. You get vanilla first, then you go back. You get cherry, then you go back. You just
if you catch them on a good day, they got those big old cups, so you can really,
good deal. All right, so get out and enjoy. All right, let's talk a little bit about AFP and what's going on. And we were just, I think last time we spoke, they had opened up the gates and the names.
Yeah, people had filed.
People had filed.
More and more.
Tell us all the people that have filed.
Okay, so from what I'm looking at, here we go. So it looks like I am going to butcher some of these. Donald Trump. Okay. We have Nikki Haley. You want to take a whack at that? Which I'm sure.
Ramaswamy.
There we go. Hutchinson, Elder, Scott DeSantis, and Mike Pence. I think actually just filed paperwork yesterday.
I did see that. I saw that
yesterday.
Saturday.
Yeah,
was it? Because I saw Saturday.
He
they
was
thought
going
he was
to.
going to.
Yeah. Well, he
okay,
files
but he officially
paperwork.
Did.
Oh,
Mike Pence.
Yeah, I think that was yesterday. Early yesterday, he did that.
Well, I just wonder how. So how many is that? Is that 4 or 5?
So that's 8.
Oh, that's 8. Well, you read 8 just now.
I did.
Oh,
I did do that.
I'm listening to that, and I'm sitting here.
I don't think Becky's listening. You
I think
clean the peanut butter out of your ears, dear. I'm using my Christmas tree cup today. I thought you'd be pleased.
I'm very happy.
So yeah,
I know.
But also
Christmas
the Democrats have got Biden, Williamson, and Kennedy who have filed.
Biden,
Kennedy, which Kennedy? Is that
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.?
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
He's a nephew.
Please come on down.
He is a nephew of former President John F. Kennedy.
He's got that bloodline.
He does.
Robert? I think the Kennedys have always been Democrats, though. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, will he do well, I guess? Then?
That's up to the voters.
Is that Bobby Kennedy's kid? I think so. Robert Kennedy Jr. is probably Bobby Kennedy's son. Yeah, it makes sense.
Robert Bobby.
Bobby Bushai. Bobby Kennedy.
And so, so you got Donald Trump, former president.
Yeah.
You got Nikki Haley, who's the former governor of South Carolina.
I'm holding my fingers up.
She was also United Nations ambassador under President Trump.
Ooh.
You got Vivek. Am I completely?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
He's a multi-millionaire entrepreneur and author.
Multi-millionaire entrepreneur and author.
You got
So political background.
Asa Hutchinson. He was a 2-term governor of Arkansas.
Arkansas.
To write a book, though, to be an author, I think you have to give a lot of respect.
Listen,
really.
Anybody who ever did a young author's book is an author.
Well, there you go.
So.
But I think that, that's a lot of commitment, right? Unless you have a ghostwriter, I guess.
I love to read. I have no problem with authors at all.
Well,
I don't want to say it's not a hard job because, anything you do with, but if you have enough passion for it, is it hard or is it a hobby?
I think there's a lot of commitment that goes involved.
A lot of commitment, yes, but there's also a lot of commitment when you play Roblox too.
There's also a lot of commitment whenever you sign your get up for T-ball.
That is
oh
a
my
lot
goodness.
of commitment. Best-selling. Is he a best-selling author? I don't know.
I've
never heard of him.
I've never been to his book signing, but I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe something to consider.
He's not Carolyn Keene or Mary.
We need to dive in. I wonder what types of books, what type of author.
He's not Tom Clancy. I know all these authors. They're committed.
Judy Blume. He is not.
He's not Judy Blume.
He is not John Grisham.
He's not Stephen King.
So my neighbor wrote a book. She's an author.
What?
And I love her book.
Oh,
We're going Saturday to have it signed.
What?
But just because I'm just saying.
I think to me, I don't know.
Oh, Larry Elder, who he actually lost a governor's race in California. He also is a conservative talk radio host.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
Talk radio.
Okay.
That's high commitment.
That
Whoa.
That right there.
Sold.
Drop the microphone
Sold.
right there.
Sold.
Absolutely. You know it. Right there.
And then
I'm getting a sign in the yard. It's going to be a sign in the yard now.
Tim Scott is a senator from South Carolina. He is actually the first black Republican senator from.
I love that. Tim Scott. Scott's a good last name.
Yeah, Tim Scott, South Carolina. And then you got Ron DeSantis, who's getting a lot of attention.
He's
one of the
Florida
front runners.
governor, right?
He
He's
is.
given a lot of. He's given a lot of. Like, it's crazy how many people love him or how many people hate him. So there's no gray. It's always black or white.
Here's how I feel about DeSantis. He gives no cares about what you think about him.
Well, he's going against Disney, right?
He's going to do what he wants to do, what he thinks is right, whether you think it's right or not. And if you don't like it, you can get out of his state.
You kind of got to give a little bit of respect on that, right? Yeah, I mean, you got to.
I mean, I think I know somebody else like that.
I was going to say, that sounds like
DJ
somebody else. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I saw the biggest boat,
which will be interesting to see in such a race. If you feel that's how he feels, and we all know how that's the other one feels. I mean,
I saw the biggest boat, and I mean it was like a huge yacht almost. I've not seen one on the road, and it had a big flag of Trump 2020-24.
I'm not gonna lie, I would hope that you wouldn't see a yacht on the road. I would hope.
It was like a huge. It said it was like a yacht. It was like a big, and like it had these big motors. I don't know boats, obviously, but I do like big boats. I cannot lie. But anyway, it was like a huge boat. Like, I mean, it was beautiful. It was shiny. It was beautiful. It was actually a black boat, which I was like, never seen that. And it had this huge Trump. And if you're listening, I was so impressed. Whoever you are that went through town, and it had this big Trump or a flag blowing, and I thought,
I know where they stand.
You think they like Donald Trump?
2024.
I mean, maybe not.
Yeah. Have you seen the T-shirt where Melania's like on a motorcycle with him? Have you seen that?
No.
No, but I would not put that past them to really do in real life.
I think it might have come up. You think somebody?
I don't know, but
I would just love to see her attire on a motorcycle.
Was it all leather?
I mean, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
she actually was like a T-shirt. She looks good. She's absolutely gorgeous. I think she's beautiful.
So then we have former vice president, also former Indiana
Indiana governor.
Thank you for that.
Former vice president
Mike Pence.
So if Mike Pence, I got to hang out with his brother.
Which is funny because his brother is actually one of his offices because he is a Indiana rep.
And I always meet with him.
Representative Greg.
Yeah, he is so nice, and he actually has some of the flea markets just up the road.
Oh.
Yeah, like I think it's Seymour. Yeah. So he's.
Well, one of his offices is in Columbus in the 6th district. So
yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty nice. But I think the thing about that is we might be the favorite child state, right? If Pence, right? Indiana, you're coming from Indiana, we might be the favorite state.
Wait, do what?
If Pence won, we would be the favorite state. Is what she said. We'd be like the golden child.
Indiana.
I don't know. We're looking more like Iowa, New Hampshire right now are the big states that I think people are looking into to kind of make that big old.
I was talking about after he gets in. Then
she's talking about being the golden child. You're talking still election.
Because that Hoosier hospitality and all that he would be. Yeah.
Did you feel like that whenever he got elected with Trump as vice president? Did you feel like that when he became vice president? Did you feel like one of the golden children?
I did feel like we were the golden child. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Right? Didn't you guys? Yeah.
I love your experience, Becky.
I do. You didn't feel a little more special?
You guys that's cool. I
felt a little more special.
Former Indiana governor, yeah. I mean, that's cool.
He told a funny story. This was kind of funny though.
He's like not a lot of Trump supporters' favorite.
So it was kind of a funny story. So here he is. He gets he's vice president, and like he hadn't actually been sworn in yet. There's a few days, a little time period in between. And so he goes to go get ice cream. His wife wanted ice cream. And he goes to the store, and all of a sudden, all these Secret Service people are like all around him. You know what I mean? Because you're the vice president now of the United States.
I just want some ice cream.
Just wanted to get some ice cream. And it was kind of a funny story he told about that. I thought it was funny because that was when he realized, oh, my life's different.
Well, total disclaimer here: there are no favorites.
Oh.
Total disclaimer here.
You mean yeah.
I mean, yeah, we don't know. We don't have a candidate yet.
Oh no, for Americans for Prosperity.
Yes.
No, and we're only analyzing. We just talked
Angel
about.
wants to make sure that we know Americans for Prosperity do not have a favorite yet.
Neither does Autumn or Becky.
Or Angel, her
Angel.
personal
That's
self.
right, yeah. No, I'm just going.
I mean, I have a couple that obviously that I like that don't have to be shared.
Who was
but
the radio show host again?
That was Elder.
I do want to say though, and I'm not.
Larry Elder.
Larry Elder. Larry.
He lost. He lost the governor's race in California for recall election in 2021.
Oh.
But he was a talk radio host in the state for many years.
And was that the one that had millions?
Okay,
No,
you're getting them all mixed up.
Okay, it's like Ghostbusters. You don't cross the line.
Yeah.
I'm crossing the lines here. Sorry.
No, that was the Vivek.
What I was gonna say because I didn't.
Ramaswamy.
The multimillionaire was the author that you guys went on about.
The author.
Ramaswamy.
Ramaswamy. Okay.
Vivek Ramaswamy. That's just a fun name.
Yeah.
He's anti-woke and has made a name for himself in right-wing circles by opposing corporate efforts to advance political, social, and environmental causes. Do you know what this tells me? I guess I'm not in a right-wing circle because I have never heard of him.
And this is all according to the New York Times.
And it's not closed yet.
NewYorkTimes.com.
Wait, this is not closed yet, the door, so we might get some more people.
No, so there is potential.
closed?
They're saying that that they are considering is Chris Christie, Suarez, and Burgum.
Now,
And
Chris
Autumn
Christie
Hall.
was the Autumn Hall. Chris Christie was the one from. Was it the New York? Was he New York?
They've already said Mike Pompeo, Larry Hogan, and Chris Sununu. Am I saying that
Wasn't
right?
Chris Christie from New York? Was he the one from? I'm trying to remember. Didn't he?
Okay, so Chris Christie actually, for those, actually he just spoke at a Lincoln Day up in Fort Wayne, Indiana as well.
Okay, was he from New York? Or?
And he is actually, what's this funny? His name is Christopher James Christie. No, you're thinking of New Jersey.
He's from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. See, I knew it was somewhere like that. New York, New Jersey.
He also, he started out, I'm trying to remember. I remember because I actually saw him speak somewhere as well, down in Louisville, Kentucky, at a rally. He spoke there. And then he actually was up in Fort Wayne. It was just Allen County. Here in Indiana, he came and he was one of their Lincoln Day speakers.
There's really a lot. I mean, so what's going to happen? Let's kind of go over this. So you're at 8 right now, and possibly by the time this closes, maybe 10 or 12. You know,
there's a lot.
So then we're going to have to do a lot.
But that doesn't mean they won't fall out as time goes on too. So they've started, but will
and
they
the
finish?
fallout would be because they just don't feel like they're solid.
I mean, some people don't make fundraising marks. I mean, there's just. I mean, you're not hitting the mark, and
so let's say that we go down.
I mean, also you could also see that you're just. I mean, by the polls, more polls come out.
So if you pick one, like, and you don't personally have to say it, but like if you kind of have one in mind that you feel like maybe would be, you might have a second one because that one might fall out.
Right, and I mean you
Like
can
a
do. I mean, at this point in time, there's so much research going on right now. There's so much talk. I mean, not to mention, and we're talking about the 2024 presidential primary. I mean, we've also here in Indiana, we've got a governor's race coming up. We've got a Senate race coming up. So, I mean, we've got, like I said, I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it until I guess maybe the races are over. Is that it's an exciting time to be in Indiana right now. We got people filing, we've got people running, we've got a lot of stuff going on here in the state. So it's a great time to be involved in politics, especially right now. I know pocketbooks are hurting at home. They're hitting us, right here at our front doorstep with the devil. The devil's on our front porch.
That was for heat.
Those were heat.
Is that finances too?
Well,
Come on.
I think I could use that both ways. But yeah, so it's exciting times right now. It's a good time to get involved. You can get involved with AmericansForProsperity.org. We're going to be on the front lines of all of it. No need to take a back seat. Let's get in the front seat, get in the driver's seat here and help us out. So you can, like I said, AmericansForProsperity.org. You can sign up there You can go to our Facebook page, go to our Twitter page, Americans for Prosperity Indiana, or you can just, message me on Facebook personally, Angel Purlee. I'd be more than happy to hook you up. We're also hiring. We're hiring door knockers right now. Got Day of Action coming up. Just, a lot of things going on.
Love that. Love that. All right, well, everyone get involved, and definitely time to start doing your research, and there's a lot to do. Anyway,
there is
a lot to do.
Exciting time.
Yeah.
It is.
I think
it's
it'd
great.
be cool to take a piece of paper and or just write notes too, on when you hear the person talk or hear the Just
I think you should be doing that. I think this is going to be a very important election.
Yeah. Well, and we want.
I mean, this is the first time that Americans for Prosperity is getting involved in a presidential primary, and that says a lot if you know the organization even just a little bit. So.
Very exciting. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Tuesday. We're getting close on time, and who knew that was going to happen? But Autumn Scott Hall, we will thank our
We are
sponsors.
so thankful for our sponsors. Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Fox Purley Wealth Management, Ho Boys Barbecue, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn.
Would it be better if I just looked at you and say, hit it, Autumn? Hit it, Autumn.
Take it away, Autumn.
Finalizing and closing. Sorry.
All right. Everyone have a terrific Tuesday. Thank you, Americans for Prosperity. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Autumn.
Happy to be here.
And Becky. All right.
And Becky.
And
Becky.
Becky. Thank you. So humble.
All right.
Take
Have
care
a great
of yourself.
day. Thank you,
Best
Becky.
day ever.
Happy Tuesday.
You may have heard the kids chanting about favorite freebies at Holiday World and Splash and Safari.
Free soft drinks, free parking, free sunscreen!
But there are plenty of favorite first and onlys to shout about too. Like soaring on America's only launched wing coaster,
Thunderbird!
the world's longest water coaster.
Mammoth!
In fact, we're the water coaster capital of
The world!
For summer fun worth shouting about, find your family's favorites with tickets at holidayworld.com.
Beach Bend Park. That's where my summer happens.
It's where my family's come for generations for great times.
It's where amusement rides and water park slides are just my size.
It's where my friends and I have a blast on the big thrill rides.
It's where we can do all the attractions and not spend time in long lines.
Beach Bend Park has something for everyone, from classic amusement attractions the whole family can enjoy, children's rides, to big, fat, sky-reaching thrill rides. Plus, cool off with Splash Lagoon Water Park, where you can relax in the lazy river, ride the waves, and take a plunge on slides from mile to wild. Come to Beach Bend Park to create some memories, including fireworks, back for Friday Night Lights in July. It's where you can have unlimited thrills with a 2023 season pass for just $74.99 with unlimited visits, a free souvenir cup, 2 anytime bring a friend free tickets, discounts, and more. For daily specials, birthday parties, and hours, visit beachbend.com.
Two conservative, heterosexual, gun-toting, football-loving, evangelical Christian white men. In other words, the two most dangerous men in America, Rick and Bubba.
6 minutes past the hour. From the No Name Studio on the bleeding edge of technology, from Sweet Home, Alabama to the world. Helmsy, Speedy, Adler here, Greg Ouch.
But he's calling in right now.
Hello? I'm calling me. I'm getting a call. Why did you... So anyway, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. You know how much fun that can be. So the gang's all here today. Now let's jump in to something that is serious. And we've had investigators that have been reaching out to us on this for a couple of weeks now, and to gather all the proper information. It appears that maybe the audience, and as you said, Bubba, the long arm of the Rick and Bubba audience is legendary on helping with so many things. And apparently what we have here is a runaway young person that the investigators and the family obviously are trying to find. And we have the information on how you can help, because they feel like that this person is moving through many Rick and Bubba markets. Yeah. So here's who we're looking for. Full name, George Lafayette Glasner III. Went missing from his grandmother's home in Pinedale Shores in Asheville, Alabama. Now this happened back on the 20th day of May. His destination was and remains unknown. Now, for those of you out there wondering, do we have any sightings? We do have one in Moulton, Alabama, and that was on the 28th of May. That was somewhere around 11 p.m. He is traveling, or was, it may be in a different vehicle now, but was traveling in a 2015 or newer 4-door Jeep pickup. They think it's around a 2015, maybe a little newer than that. 4-door Jeep pickup. An unconfirmed sighting places him also in Hornbeak, Tennessee, within the last few days. So that would be our latest update. Now that's unconfirmed, but someone based on the description and the pictures of him think they saw him there. It is believed he may be headed towards or maybe already crossed the Missouri state line. And we've got a big audience in Missouri. George Glasner is 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighs about 110 pounds. Has brown hair. It's possible that he's changed his hair color. He does have a pierced left ear and normally wears a black hoop earring. Obviously, the family's very concerned for his safety. They have not heard anything from him since May the 20th. Any information should be reported to local law enforcement, or if you want to contact those who started the investigation and continue it, that's the Asheville, Alabama Police Department, and we have their number if you want to write that down. It's 205-594, and then it's all threes, 33333. So 205-594-3333. Now, if you can't have time to write that down, just remember Asheville, Alabama Police Department. You can go,
or your local authority,
or just call the local police where you are. So again, if y'all can help find George Glasner, again 5'8", about 110 pounds, blue eyes, hair brown but may have changed the color. They think he's somewhere around Hornbeak, Tennessee, maybe going for the Missouri state line. There you go.
So any information would be appreciated.
Yeah, if you can help in any way, then please do. Bubba, also today in the world of tech.
Yes, I love technology, but not as much as you see. But I still love technology.
Everybody together. Always and forever. Here we go. Bubba, in this looks like it's a Mac update. Apple is in the mix. Everybody say.
I want a Mac, Daddy. I need a Mac.
Everybody together.
Don't grow on trees. I want a Macintosh laptop. Packaging so posh.
So Apple has revealed their official AR/VR headset.
Yeah, it's called Apple Vision Pro. They had their worldwide programmers conference and all of that yesterday. They had a big video presentation. And they've upgraded a lot of their products. They have several new ones out too, but there was a lot of interest in their first venture into AR VR headsets, and we have a little package here showing some of what it'll do.
So here you go.
Apple Vision Pro is the result of decades of our collective experience designing high-performance products like Mac, mobile products like iPhone, and wearable products like Apple Watch.
Thank you.
All that learning has culminated in the most ambitious product we've ever created. To achieve our goals of performance, mobility, and wearability, we utilize the most advanced, lightest weight materials possible. The entire front of the product is a singular piece of three-dimensionally formed and laminated glass. It's polished to an optical surface, allowing it to act as a lens for eyesight and a wide array of cameras and sensors that need to have a view of the world.
And so from here, I'm going to take you to the that's kind of the long form video, and then the short one here. And this just has music. This is the kind of the commercial version of that, and it's just got music. But you can see how the person can see through the display. But not only that, it has a image that shows up of their eyes inside. That's not really us seeing their eyes. That is a projected image of their eyes on a screen on that side.
Okay.
How weird is that?
That
Right.
is weird.
Well, you can see through it,
and you can see through it. Yeah.
So it's augmented reality. And Rick, you can see like the things that you would normally do, you can do and have it in front of you. But it also I've seen some of the ways they're going to implement this. Like, say you're working on a piece of equipment. You can wear these things and you don't have to flip through an instruction or a service manual. It's going to tell you, take this out, look at the, you know what I mean? So it will walk you through processes working on things, which I think would be real cool.
I'm wearing those goggles everywhere.
You just wear them all the time. That's what you look like in your life, Speedy.
So Adler, you would love this. I tried to find it. It must just be on their Twitter yesterday. It's not on their Instagram yet, but it'll get there because I wanted to send it to you. Babylon Bee yesterday with an absolute brilliant comedic play on this. They said the children working in the factories for Apple in China are wearing the AR VR headsets first, so they think they're on the playground.
Oh, that's
golly, that's a good one. I mean, that one is a good one. It's cruel, but it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, and it's like I said, a little bit of truth in comedy always makes it better.
You know, I can't remember which Tom Cruise movie it was. Minority Report, maybe.
Yes.
Where he was looking at the things with that glove he put on.
Yeah.
Well, with this you can do the same thing, but you don't have to wear the glove.
You don't even have to wear a glove.
Yeah.
So it's pricey. The numbers I saw was about $3,500.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, but it's if they did it, it'll probably be good.
Right. How quick you getting one?
Well, it's not out yet.
So meaning when it comes out, you're going to grab it.
Well, I might have to look into that.
Has your buddy Tim reached out to you?
No, has not.
Does he have a place down there by all the other Alma folks?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not that I'm aware of.
You talking about War Eagle Cove?
That's good.
Team War Eagle Cove.
I called it Coach's Cove.
Look for the one with the rainbow flag, probably his.
Yeah, probably his.
Right. Well, I mean, that would be true. It's a true statement.
Hey, went through a rough patch, and you
laying the role of your brother. He said, acknowledge. That's a legitimate thing, Rick. Good point. Isn't that what he said?
I doubt I'll be seeing any flags.
It's got LiDAR built in, Bubba.
Ooh, does it?
Yeah, infrared and LiDAR.
What is LiDAR?
Ground radar.
How about that? Ed, are you excited about it like Bubba?
I thought they'd tell you lying.
It is more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So I'm not as excited anymore.
Yeah.
But it does seem pretty neat, and we'll see. The fact that you can... when I put on the Oculus when we had that here in the studio, one of the coolest things was when you just have it on camera mode and you're just looking around, and you feel like you have night vision goggles because you can see. And that was really neat.
Well, when you're FaceTiming someone, because that was in the promo, what are they seeing? Are they seeing your eyes?
I guess
they're seeing what you do with the mask, aren't they?
I guess they just see,
because I mean, when you FaceTime with someone, they see you, you see them.
Bubba, Bubba, tell me, because that's when I'll come in. How's this going to change my life?
Well, I think there's a lot of cool applications that we don't even fully understand yet.
Right.
You know, for those of us that like to tinker and work on things, I think it's going to be really cool. You basically can watch a video on how to do what you're doing while you're doing it.
Right.
So it could tell me the steps to crank my pressure washer that I keep forgetting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
With my goggles on, I'll be cranking it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll just look like you're going skiing all the time.
Right. There you go.
But I think a lot of it, just from the other ones, to have experiences that you have not had yet, flying a jet plane, certain rides and things. It's really wild how it does affect you. I mean, it really feels like you're on it.
Yeah, and it's got basically all that's gotten better. It's
a lot better.
Okay.
The Star Wars game was really fun. I mean, the VR stuff is really cool.
By the way, how much Tim Cook currently looks like Scott Garosky is shocking.
I'm not
Similar
getting in on
personality.
No, we've talked about this before.
Similar personality.
No, well, probably two different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah,
your phone calls are next.
Rick and Bubba.
In this economy, we're officially entering a dupe session where we're looking for products that do the same thing at a better price. Our favorite dupe? Raycon wireless earbuds. With Raycon, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features. Raycon also offers buy now, pay later options and an easy and free return guarantee. Right now, get 15% off your order at buyraycon.com/Bubba. That's 15% off at buyraycon.com/Bubba. Once again, buyraycon.com/Bubba. Helix Sleep does it again with an innovative kids mattress made to flip. Why? Well, the firmer side is great for younger kids when they need more spinal support to aid proper development of their growing bodies. You simply flip it over when they're a little older, around 8 to 12 years old, when they want the softer side for sleep. Handcrafted and assembled right here in the USA, Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders, including the kids mattress. Go to helixsleep.com/Bubba. helixsleep.com/Bubba. Folks, our longtime friends at Alabama Mountain Lakes Tourist Association have an amazing new podcast called Unexpected Adventures in North Alabama. There's so much to do in that area, and on the Unexpected Adventures in North Alabama podcast, you hear conversations with a lot of interesting people about all kinds of cool things to do and see in North Alabama. So just go to northalabama.org/podcast to listen and find out how you can subscribe. You can also listen on Apple or Spotify. Again, that's northalabama.org/podcast today.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new place. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clear skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
DQ presents how to get the most from your next DQ treat run. Step 1, grab the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Step 2, dig in. That's it, because this triple-decker treat has brownie and cookie brookie pieces, plus Oreo pieces. Oh, that's a mouthful of DQ goodness in every red spoonful. Guess it's time for a treat run, because the Oreo Brookie Blizzard is here for a limited time, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Attention, all you coffee drinkers. There's a brand new brew that you definitely want to make part of your daily ritual. If you enjoy delicious, good coffee like us, My Coffee needs to be your new drink. It's organic, which is so important because if not, then it contains chemicals banned in this country decades ago. You've heard us talk about My Pillow for years on this show, and now they've got My Coffee direct from the MyStore.com website. Go to mystore.com, enter the code BUBBA to save 25% off your order of My Coffee, or find a link at rickandbubba.com. Junk science, that's what the doctors call many of those fruit and vegetable supplements junk science because they use extracts of common produce department fruits and vegetables with very few health benefits. I take Field of Greens because it's the whole organic fruit and vegetable, not a watered-down supplement, and it's backed by a better health promise. Feel better with more energy by taking Field of Greens. And folks, we got you a 15% discount off your purchase at fieldofgreens.com with the promo code BUBBA. That's fieldofgreens.com for 15% off, or go to rickandbubba.com. All right, here we go. 22 minutes past phone trolling. Lots of items that we've talked about. You can comment on it too. Let's go.
A long distance directory assistant.
I said area code 212. Make a comment, ask a question, bring information to the table. Come on. All 10 lines are available and ready for you. At the end of 30 seconds, the buzzer will sound. Your time on the program comes to a close. Then we'll be moving to the next caller. Looking at themanchurch.com this weekend, June the 11th. Is that Sunday night? June the 11th? We will have Brian Gunn from Team Man Church. He'll be speaking in Webster, Florida, First Baptist Church, Webster, Sunday night. They're doing the men's discipleship strategy, so if you want to plug into their small groups and the curriculum they're going through, you can do that night as well. But you definitely want to get there to hear Brian Gunn, outstanding teacher. And we mentioned already on the show, the following weekend it is the Gridiron Men's Conference. I'll be joining Mike Pence, Robert Jeffress, also David Jeremiah, Phil Waldrop, Charles Billingsley, and others that will be speaking at the Gridiron Men's Conference. I'm honored to be there next weekend in Huntsville. And then on Father's Day, if you'd like to join me at my home church in Birmingham, Alabama, at Valleydale Church, Men's Breakfast, a classic, Brian Gunn will be teaching there as well. And if you want to plug into one of our small groups, we're going through the curriculum at themanchurch.com. You can do that too. And also find out about a ministry, Fathers in the Field, which it's a ministry looks for men who want to mentor young men and boys who are fatherless. So that'll be coming up. All those things can be found at themanchurch.com under upcoming events. Brooke gets us started. Brooke is out of Coleman, Alabama. Brooke, you got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Hey, my mom and dad own a butcher shop in Coleman, and we've had a lot of customers coming in asking if we inject our meat with the COVID vaccine. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on it and see if it's actually a thing that people are doing.
Well, do you want to answer that question?
Yeah, shouldn't y'all know? You're the butcher shop people.
No, we're not injecting our meat with anything.
Well, from what we gathered, it's another one of the many scams out there where somebody out in the social media world, which is a fake world, someone has started something about this. We've had someone call about this too, and then we had meat producers calling up going, we're not injecting any of these animals with the COVID vaccine, and you can't be, suffer bad side effects that may or may not be associated with the COVID vaccine by eating meat.
Right.
Yeah, there's
that we're aware of.
There's no validity to that we know of. 866 We Be Big is the number. We continue. Is it Tamara? Tamara, is that right?
Yes, it is, Tamara.
Hey, Tamara, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Good morning. Thank you. I was wondering if you could clarify or explain further the statement that you made earlier on the show about all sins starting in heaven.
Not all sin itself, because all sins didn't, obviously. The Lucifer was a created being. You know how have you ever had any people, Tamara, say to you, well, why did God create the devil? And well, he didn't. He created Lucifer. Lucifer became the devil, became Satan because of a rebellion in heaven where he did not like his position. He desired to be adored and worshipped, and he wanted to take the place of God. Got a little full of himself and created being, Lucifer, and convinced a third of God's angels that they could go with him and they could overthrow God and the remaining angels, and they were defeated. So when you hear that, rebellion started in heaven, and Lucifer, the angel, who apparently was given a choice, decided to try to overthrow God, and was first thrown out of heaven down to earth, but given access to come back and forth, because that's stated in the book of Job that Lucifer, now Satan, now the devil, appears before God, and God says
has to give an
account that he's going to and from. Now, what some people don't like is apparently you look at Scripture, and Satan is allowed to do things only by God, and God sets the parameters. That's clearly stated in Scripture. And so that's where that term comes from, is that rebellion actually started in heaven. And if you look ahead, we're studying the Revelation right now, Tamara, and in the Revelation you see at the end that God is going to create not just a new earth, not just a new Jerusalem, he's going to create a new heaven. So heaven also, the final heaven does not exist at this time. It is being prepared according to what Jesus told us. And at the end, when evil is finally eradicated from earth completely, At the end, everybody, supernatural or human, who continue to rebel against God will be completely removed, and then we will establish a new heaven, a new earth, and of course a new Jerusalem. And all that new means because it has to be made new.
And I know it's that's kind of some high level theology, and it's a deep dive, and it's confusing to some people, but it's I've heard it said many times that the devil is God's unwilling servant,
right?
And it's all used for the glory of God. So
yeah, well, one of the comedians
have to work it all the way back to that.
Yeah, but remember when these terms devil and Satan, they're saying what Lucifer did. That's not his name. He became the devil because he became our accuser. He's Satan because he was a usurper. But he's actually the angel Lucifer.
He was a head man.
Yeah, but when you look at everything, it's like he can't learn about the playbook that he keeps running, even when he's allowed to attack, and even when he goes after the people of God. Just about every single time, sometimes the only way people actually repented and cried out for God is because of the misery Satan put them in.
Right.
So a lot of times he's used to run people right to God. And he just keeps making that mistake over and over again and continues to do it all the way to the end. And many times his attempt to destroy only points more people to Jesus. Like I talked about the ministry even in our family. Satan would have been much better off. He just left us alone. I mean, because our biggest enemy is apathy. It certainly wasn't suffering. Suffering actually got us focused. Bottom of the hour. We'll continue with more of your phone calls when we come back. 866 We Be Big is the number. More of the Rick and Bubba Show coming your way right after this.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that really actually matter. Like the gap between your bed and wall that's big enough for your phone, but not your hand. Or the gutters growing their own trees. Or the wall outlet your kids keep calling Sparky. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be your heating or air conditioning. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Give Seth at Marshall's a call today at 812-967-3742, and we'll be glad